Welcome to Commander Tune-Ups. Today's Alesha, Who Smiles at Death deck was submitted by our gourmet patron, Zach Brew.
In this video, we're going to show you how to reanimate tiny 2-drops and combo out your opponents.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, BZ, and that must mean that we're the Nitpicking Nerds. Before we begin, though, why don't you consider subscribing, because maybe we got a few little Commander projects coming out.
And besides, our subscribers are 10% more likely to smile in the face of death.
Disclaimer, the Nitpicking Nerds do not advocate smiling in the face of death.
That said, why don't we describe what we're doing here? Commander Tune-Ups is a series where viewers submit decks. In this case, our Gourmet Bagel patron, which is one of our tiers, gets this as part of the tier. And we upgrade them with a certain budget. Our budget was $250.
And let's make this clear. The budget is for upgrades to the deck. The deck came in with 100 cards. Those 100, any card that was already in the deck will not count toward our budget.
That person owns them.
Yep. Only cards that we are putting new into this deck count toward our budget.
Yes. You'll see that at the end of the video. We have the full list out. This is an Alesha deck. So we're trying to get creatures in the grave, bring them out with Alesha for cheap, smash face, and then also combo out. There's so many combos in this deck.
So let's read Alesha.
I would love to. She's 2 and a red for a 3/2 first strike. When she attacks, you can pay white/black, white/black, so 2 total mana. If you do, return target creature in your graveyard with power 2 or less to the battlefield, tapped and attacking.
She has a good wording. She has the power, so that means you can return 5, 6, 7, 8.
The same thing as Revel Arc, where you can cheat mana costs if you put it in your grave.
If there was a 15 mana 2-power creature, she could return it.
She could return it. Absolutely. Now the categories of the deck. What's the first one? Jumping right in.
Our first category is 2-power creatures. Obviously, we're going to focus on that.
Basically everything in the deck, with like 5 exceptions, is 2 power.
Yeah, you want to have a lot of 2-power things because when she attacks, it turns out you just want to get something back every single time.
Yeah, so we can go over some of the like sub-themes and like some of the best cards that are 2 power that we'll most frequently be getting back.
So let's do a little 3 list here. We have Recruiter the Guard, Imperial Recruiter, and Stoneforge Mystic. These are all little tutors.
They're all tiny power creatures that tutor up really strong effects.
And one of them even gets something with 2 or less power. It's almost like
this. Yeah,
almost
also,
made for the deck.
If you need a certain equipment, there's 3 main equipment you can tutor up. We'll talk about. But if you need one, Recruiter the Guard and Imperial Recruiter can find both each other and Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, so if you want to get something that you couldn't get otherwise, you can get the other one.
It's super weird. They're like really annoying little guys. Yeah, and they're honestly just like budget versions of like Demonic Tutor in this deck.
Oh, in this deck for sure, they're really, really, really strong. How about some like utility creatures? We have Remorseful Cleric.
The Cleric duo.
And Selfless Spirit. They're both 2/1 flying spirits.
That sacrifice themselves.
Selfless Spirit, you sacrifice it, your team gains indestructible. Remorseful Cleric, you sacrifice it, exile target player's graveyard. And it makes that noise. I mean, it's a spirit.
Which one are you? If we're the Selfless Spirit, Remorseful Cleric.
I'm the Selfless Spirit.
I think I would be the Remorseful Cleric. Like, what have I done?
No, you'd be neither of these. You would never sacrifice yourself.
I would never come back. I would never come back as a spirit. That's fair. There's a token sub-theme in our 5-drops, and they are Angel of Invention, Siege Gang Commander, and Endrick Sar, Master Creeper. These guys make a bunch of dudes. And with Alesha, you can bring it back, like Angel of Invention is, 2/4, 6 power with Alesha to make 7 power, because it just pumps your whole team. It's like you're paying 2 mana to get like this 7 power swing it.
Yeah, and you're also, you're getting all these extra tokens. You're getting, this is why this wording is good.
Yes.
Because you get back these 5-drops
with awesome ETBs,
with awesome enter the battlefield abilities. You get all these extra creatures to go with them, and sure, it's tapped and attacking, but like Angel of Invention doesn't care. That's for sure.
There's going to be payoffs for having all these creatures in play, getting rid of them to get them back again, as you will see. But there's also like this ramp package that Mardu has trouble with. Burnished Heart, Solemn Simulacrum. They have 2 power. You can just keep bringing those back while you're setting up. It's like, that's so annoying.
Yeah, it's super annoying if you get to play your Alesha, and like. There's ways to just put like a Solemn in your graveyard or a Burnished Heart in your graveyard and then pay for to get it back.
Or like on turn 4, you're not just playing Solemn, you're getting it from your graveyard, attacking with it. That's super powerful. But you're saying to yourself, hold on, BZ/Joe, Alesha's only a 3/2. She's going to get squished super easy.
They're not thinking, hey, Nitpicking Nerds, she's a 3/2. She's going to get squished super. You're saying BZ and Joe. That's how they refer to us.
Yeah, I mean.
No one has ever called us the Nitpicking Nerds.
That's, okay, whatever. She's not she's safe because we have this suite of cards to protect her.
Yes, a little sweet. We have Erois, God of Victory. Your attacking creature. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to your attacking creatures.
And they have Menace.
And they have Menace.
And if this thing, which costs 2 white, red for a 7/4 god, if you have enough devotion, this is just a 7/4 attacker.
I saw the new Commander one. It actually says Menace on it. I know the original one. Menace
Yes, it is a Rylot to straight up Menace.
Yeah, I just saw the new one. It came out with like one of the Commander sets.
It's just weird to think that Menace wasn't around in Journey to Nyx.
Yeah,
Born of the Gods. Like, that just blows my mind.
That really wasn't that long ago.
Exactly. Next one. This is like the perfect synergy.
Oh, this card is insane in the deck.
Key to the City. 2 mana for an artifact. When it becomes untapped, you can pay 2 and draw a card. That's fine and dandy, but you can tap it and discard a card to make something unblockable.
Yeah. One, you can discard something, like say you have one of those bigger 5-drops in your hand.
Yeah, it's like,
put
discard
in
it. It's literally everything you want. It's so good.
It's discard. It makes your creature unblockable that you're scared of. Like on the right board save, everyone has a 4/4 in play. You're like, oops, this stinks.
And there's a couple cards in here where it's just like, I want a certain few creatures to be unblockable. I want to smack through. And Reconnaissance, which is just a really good card. It's a white enchantment, and you can pay 0 to just remove all your creatures from combat if you need to.
See, this is one of those cards that, on paper, is a really useless Magic card.
It's just like, what is this? Huh?
It's like, but in the right deck, like this, you can take advantage of it. And there's a lot of, that's one of the things I like about Commander. There's a lot of cards that don't have any homes.
This will never see play anywhere.
Like, where could this card go?
But, hey, Commander.
In Commander, it just fits, and that's cool.
I like that a lot. But now, we know what we're bringing back. We know how we're getting through. But how are we putting them in the graveyard? How are we putting creatures in the grave?
Oh, there's a lot of ways. Well,
there's so many ways.
Well, Buried Alive and Entombed. Buried Alive,
straight up from your deck to the grave. Whatever you need. It's a tutor.
Yeah, you go. Buried Alive puts 3 creatures from your deck into your graveyard for 2 and a black.
Yeah, that's super good.
Entomb, 1 black. Put any card from your deck into your graveyard. Also, very, very, very good.
Even if you get grave hated, like they Bajuka Bog, you're like, okay, end step, get back some awesome thing. Untap attack you, get it back.
Untap attack you.
Untap attack. Okay. Also, Faithless Looting. Just a really reasonable card when you have even minor synergies at the grave.
Yeah, I mean, draw 2, discard 2, and then...
It's efficient filtering, I like it.
It's very efficient filtering. Plus, from casting it from the graveyard, it's not even card disadvantage when you're doing it from the graveyard.
No, like if it gets milled or you just happen to have it there.
Yeah, and...
I'll take that all day.
Faithless Looting is just a good card.
What about from play? We got 3 options. Viscera Seer, Carrion Feeder. They're like mono black staples at this point.
Yeah, no, they're definitely staples. These cards are just such good Sark outlets. We actually, one of the like low cuts and ads we can talk about. Cut what was Yaheni. Cut Yaheni just for Carrion Feeder. Yaheni's fine.
Yaheni's good.
Reasonable card. I'd rather just cut.
I think Carrion Feeder is just more efficient.
I'd rather just cut off 2 mana and have a Carrion Feeder.
Yeah, me too. But the real spice that we couldn't have added a couple months ago.
We couldn't have added.
I don't know if we want to call him.
We couldn't have added a couple weeks ago.
I don't know if we want to call him Yogg Daddy or the Doctor.
Dr. Yogg.
Dr. Yogg Daddy. Yawgmoth, Thran Physician. This card is insane, and guess what? It has 2 power.
It has 2 power. It can be returned. It's a sack outlet.
Got protection from humans.
It's removal.
It draws you cards.
It proliferates, which isn't that relevant in this deck.
It's relevant with exactly like 2 cards.
But you know what you have when you proliferate? Oh, you can discard a card. So you could throw something in the graveyard that needs to be
convenient.
Yogg is super duper good in this deck. I mean, proliferate's the least relevant part, but we have a Planeswalker. We have a Liliana.
Yeah, Dreadhorde General. Did I mention protection from board wipes? Because I didn't even say that. It's so good. This card is like, if you haven't played it, I don't even think it's that expensive right now. I would pick this up for 16.
What, Yogg?
Or 15. Like, I don't think that's bad.
Oh, Yogg? I think he's an insanely good card. I think he's better than Urza.
But Urza Urza costs more. He has to be better.
Fight me, Urza.
Yeah, fight me, old grumpy man. All right. We've got the gangs all here, but what's the objective? What are we working towards? Well, we're working towards comboing out and completely destroying everybody at the same time.
It turns out this deck can just shove a million combos in it. That none of these cards feel forced into this deck.
No, one card is here because of our commander, and the rest are just like 4 super critical mass. Like, oh, I happen to have this. I'll tutor for the last one, and you're dead.
Yeah.
Like XYZ, you tutor for A, and they're dead.
That's so cool.
It's super sweet. So what's the first one?
Ashnod's Altar, Niv Deathmantle,
or Eldrazi Displacer. Siege Gang Commander that enters the battlefield, and you get 4 bodies for however many mana. It doesn't matter. You have Ashnod's Altar, sack 3 of the tokens. Okay, now I have 6 colorless mana.
Flicker.
You're either flickering infinitely with Displacer and making infinite mana that way, or you're equipping Deathmantle and sacking enough tokens to where Death Mantle makes it enter the same way, infinite.
Yeah, so you get infinite tokens. You get infinite death triggers also. So if you have one of these payoff like a Perforos.
Yeah, Perforos and
Blood Artist.
Blood Artist and not Blood Artist. Perforos,
Cruel Celebrant.
Zolport Cutthroat, and Cruel Celebrant are the ones we have.
Yes, just because Blood Artist is good, but those other two are probably better in this deck.
And Stoneforge can tutor up Nim Death Mantle, also Skull Clamp, which card is completely ridiculous, insane, and Sword of the Animist, which is really good ramp.
Yeah, if you play your guy in turn 2, you probably just want to go get that.
Yeah, I mean, if your commander is inexpensive or you play non-green, I love that card.
Oh, so
it's a really good card.
Super strong card.
There's the next one. Revel Arc, Karmic Guide, Sack Outlet, and a payoff.
Yep,
which can either be Cruel Celebrant, Zulaport Cutthroat, Perforos, what have you.
If you're a fan of the channel, you've seen this one on our channel before.
And if you're a fan of decks that have black and white and creatures in them, you've seen the Sacrifice My Karmic Guide, get back Revel Arc,
this is another,
get back Karmic Guide, get back Revel Arc, etc.
This is another one of those decks where it's just like, one, Karmic Guide is a 2-power creature that can reanimate anything.
No, it reanimates 2-power creatures. Oh, Karmic Guide is a 2-power creature. Revel Arc is not a 2-power creature. That reanimates 2-power creatures.
Yeah, so Revel Arc reads in a way that makes it super good in an Alesha deck all the time. Karmic Guide reads in a way that makes it super good in his deck all the time.
And so these are all just things you're playing anyway, and if you happen to get them together, you win.
And sack outlets are already super good in your deck because putting creatures in the graveyard from other spots are great. And turns out you keep putting creatures in your graveyard. Cruel Celebrant, awesome. Zulaport Cutthroat. There's nothing being forced here, and that's what's so awesome.
Same with this next one. Fiend Hunter, Sun Titan, Sack Outlet, payoff. Fiend Hunter, exile Sun Titan, sacrifice Fiend Hunter, dies. Sun Titan comes back, brings back Fiend Hunter, exile Sun Titan, repeat ad nauseum, you win. Not the card, the action, you win.
Ad nauseum. Not the card ad nauseum is not in this deck.
No, it is not. It wouldn't even be that bad.
I mean, you just need a payoff then. You just need, again, the Cruel Celebrants, the Zulaport Cutthroats, the Perforoses.
Duplicate was in here, but I traded it for Fiend Hunter because it goes infinite with stuff.
Yeah.
And it's functionally the same. If you don't know, you can, with Fiend Hunters, enter the battlefield ability on the stack. If you're targeting one of your opponent's creatures, you just sacrifice it, and then what happens is the card's exiled forever.
Yeah, because there's 2 triggers. Because
the leaves trigger happens first, and then it's like, okay, exile it.
Yeah,
and it'll never.
It's confusing, and perhaps we can explain it at a later time in a different video because it's kind of confusing to explain.
Yeah, it might take at least 2 minutes to explain. So we're gonna go on the next combo.
Yeah,
this one is more forced into the deck, but we have so many tutors and discard, and I just don't have a problem with this combo.
So we have Anafenza, Kintry Spirit, Murderous Redcap, and a Sack Outlet.
So what happens? Bolster is a little hard to control, but as long as you don't have a 0/1 in play, which you couldn't possibly with how this is going to happen. Murderous Redcap's going to die with your Sack Outlet, come back as a 1/1, you bolster it, it'll come back, it'll trigger as a 2/2 and deal 2 damage to somebody, and it'll have no counters on it. And you just machine gun people down that way.
Yeah, if you don't know, the -1/+1 counter...
They negate each other. Negation. And the last, this is the loosest combo, but this will definitely, absolutely cheese people, because it is so easy for you to just discard Master of Cruelties and then attack some fool when they don't have blockers. Master of Cruelties is a 3 black-red for a 1/4 with First Strike and Death Touch. It can only attack alone, and when it attacks and is unblocked, it deals no damage this turn, and the defending player goes to 1 life. Alesha forces it to attack, meaning they're both attacking, so trigger is gonna go on the stack. They go to 1. This guy won't deal damage, but Alesha will. And they're dead.
Yeah, you'll probably kill someone. I don't like this personally.
I think it's so free to just go.
I think it's too cute.
Entomb, kill you. Okay, like, you don't have anything, looting, discard this early game, come back to it later, kill you.
Too cute.
I think it's just cute enough. So,
just cute enough.
Talking about the ads and cuts real quick while they're on screen for you. What were some of the things that you wanted to change? I know I added Duergar Hedgemage, and I traded some of the non-mountain lands for like Smoldering Marsh, Canyon Slough, because I think that card's really good and it's got 2 power. And if you can just play a 2/2 for 3 and snipe an artifact and an enchantment and do it over again later, that's really strong. I love Eldrazi Displacer in this deck. I think it functions similar to Death Mantle.
I wanted to cut some of the clunkier cards. Mindclaw Shaman, I was not a huge fan of.
We cut the hand hate. We cut Sin Collector was in there and Tidal Sculler.
Yeah, I don't like either of those cards. I don't like targeted hand hate. If you want to play hand hate, try and play something that makes each opponent discard. I'd rather, to be fair, I would prefer even having that Overload card. Everyone discards 2 cards.
Yeah, that card seems okay.
That card feels better. It's like you get rid of 3 cards, your opponents get rid of 6. That doesn't feel too bad.
I mean, 6 for 3.
Yeah, that doesn't feel bad at all compared to like, I don't know, Thoughtseize.
It's like, well, what about my other 2 opponents? They're just up 2 cards each.
Yeah, they're just like, got him. So our budget for upgrades was
250.
we got.
What did we spend?
We only spent 141.17. Damn.
You're welcome, Zach Brew, because we're good.
Damn, we were good.
Yeah, I don't even think I wanted to add anything else. I think we got everything we needed in, and we're $110 under budget. This list was really tight, so kudos to Zach for just building like a sweet deck.
You know what? He's been a loyal fan for a while.
He really had. That's why Fire Covenant was in the deck. I was just like, it made my heart happy to see those things.
There was one thing in the deck where I was like, oh, no, nobody had in this deck. I remember now. Because I'm like, does he even watch our show? He had Phyrexian Arena in his deck.
Oh, yeah.
Do you even watch the show, Zach?
Switch that out for Necrophones.
Yeah, we switched it out for Necrophones for you.
That's like playing Rampant Growth and not Nature's Lore.
We'll get on your case every time.
23 changes total. The old average CMC, which we like to talk about, was 2.85. Now it's 2.77. That's really cheap.
Another great ad for a deck like this. Sarah Ascendant.
Oh, it's got 1 power.
You ever
but not when it's in play.
You ever played that card in turn 1?
It feels like you're cheating.
It not only does it feel like you're cheating, you're bolstering your life total.
Yes.
Your opponents hate you.
Your opponents will hate you.
I've never had someone play that turn. Every game I've seen that card play in turn 1, it is immediately met by ugh.
It's like as annoying as like turn 2 Ristic Study.
The card is just like in a deck like this, there's ways to like just keep your life total high anyway. So it's like even late game the card.
It's like it'll just come back. It's like 6/6. It's annoying to deal with that once because it's not a real threat that like it won't kill you.
It's just
but it'll
annoying.
just like you lose half your life to it. It's just dumb. You don't want to do that.
Yeah. Card is good. Card is insane.
Card's great. This deck is good. This deck is insane.
This deck's really good.
How did Zach Brew even get lucky enough to get on this episode?
Well, he was one of our 13 patrons.
14 patrons.
Oh my goodness, we have 14 patrons!
Got one 3 seconds ago. 14 patrons on screen. We love all of you, and Zach was in the...
This guy's getting big.
Gourmet Bagel patron tier, which entitles you to 1 tune-ups on the house. Doesn't matter who the commander is.
Also, we're going to send him a $20 or less card signed by us. We don't know what he hasn't chosen yet. Get on that, Zach. Come on.
We can just message him in our Discord, and he'll find out way faster.
Yes, and if you want to join that Discord, head over to patreon.com /user /nitpicking nerds.
That's us.
And
get on that.
And help support us. We love all these patrons. We love all of you.
For just liking and viewing. I mean, it's
insane.
insane.
We like you, but we love our patrons. We love all of you.
And
awesome.
the video is over, actually.
It is.
What do we say at the end?
We say peace out, Tribe Scout.